Welcome back, guys. My name is Lars and here we are going to talk about the build. It's been almost a month from when I end this thing. And Kvasir is alive and is working. And I want to do just a very quick video talking about the build and how it came out. What I did right, what I did wrong, what I will remake, and what I learned about during this build. Because Kvasir was a challenge. If Kvasir was my first proper bass and proper instrument, that it feels like it was a little better than the other that I made, Kvasir is a step further. Now, let's start from the beginning, from the idea. Now, the idea from Kvasir came out from two videos. One was a video that I just came out to see on YouTube. There was a scrap build guitar. It was a very simple build, and it was a very simple guitar, actually a very simple guitar body. That this guy, I can't even remember the name, made using piece of scrap, and it just made this body that it looks interesting to me because it has this different type of wood, different color, and the idea of using scrapes was interesting to me. And that was actually the idea that came out from the back. In fact, the back is very much what you will see in every scrape guitar. The only thing that separates this back from the rest of the scrape guitar is basically just that I arrange the piece. I choose to put the piece 1 centimeter thick here on the center part, and on the wings are a little bit bigger, incrementally bigger, from 2 centimeter to 3.5, if I remember correctly. And actually there is another video, which is the cyberpunk guitar, inspired guitar made by Bankro of Crimson Guitar for the fingerboard, when he created that pixelate fingerboard. Same idea, different feelings. And the last video was by 3x3, where she built this 3-string guitar, kind of like Explorer-like. It was kind of like a cigar box guitar on steroid. Love it. And he has this this chop made out of triangular piece of wood of different color. And for the shape, I decided to go with the Janek Gizdala bass signature, because I simply love that bass. I like Gizdala, I like his music, and I love that bass. You cannot find that bass anymore, and so I wanted to do that bass, a replica of that bass, for a very long time. So at the end I decided to go with the shape. But the shape is not important in this case, because the entire idea behind this build was just to try this technique for the scrape guitar, because as long as I continue to build guitar and bass, I will end up with scrape. And the beautiful thing is that aside from two pieces from the back, this build was made out of piece of this dimension. These are the pieces that you will end up have as long as you work with wood. So I wanted to try this technique for the future, because I will gonna make more than this in the future, not right now. I think that I will need a little more tool to make this. And on that matter, let's talk about the entire build. Let's talk about the process. I start creating the central part. Now, I think that I nailed the process, and this guitar, this bass, is very solid. I mean, I put the string, it's under tension for almost a month, didn't move, which is great. And yeah, how I built this. So I cut 1 centimeter thick piece, and the height of the piece were 2 centimeters for the piece that went on the neck, and 3 for the one on the body, the pieces on the body. Then I glue them into row, a single row, playing down the row, and then glue everything together, glue the row together so that I have the central part. And I basically did the same for the fingerboard and the wings. Now, I will change that slightly. Instead of working on every single row and then playing the row and then glue everything together in one go, I will just prepare the piece for 2 rows to be glued up together immediately. So that I will have, so every piece needs to be, aside from the ends, everything needs to be plain and straight for at least one of the side and the back. Actually, well, the back or the front, depending on how you want to do it. Because I think that the best idea is to glue the piece for the 2 row together immediately and clamp it down to a flat surface, so like the workbench. Because planing and sanding the single row was a nightmare. They were too brittle, too easy to break. They are strong when they are together, but as single they're very weak. So I will just do that. I will prepare the piece for 2 rows, glue together, and then I will start to attach the piece of the other row like one by one. I did that for the fingerboard and it works perfectly fine. So yeah, that was long, to be honest, but I don't think that it will be that long for you, as long as you have the right tools. And this is why I will not redo this type of build until I will have at least something like a scroll saw, or better, a bandsaw, and a spindle sander. Because if you can make the process of cutting and sanding and prepare the gluing surface easier and faster, do it, because there's nothing fun about it, about doing that. It's very long, it's very tedious. In fact, I think that the bulk of the work, probably 2 out of 4 months, was just cutting and prepare the piece for gluing, and it's not very fun. I will say for the central part, 1 centimeter thick piece are the smallest that you should go. I will not suggest to go smaller. One piece is 1 centimeter is perfect. Maybe next time I will try with 1.5 just to see if it's better or not. And that's it for the building process. Is actually that it's very straightforward, and as long as you can use some power tool to make the work faster and consistent, it's actually easier. Overall, the base came out good. Now, the fingerboard is one of the parts that I'm actually the more proud of. Reason is that I love the aluminium rod to make the dot. It's perfect. They're very visible. The only problem that I have here is that the side dot made out of basswood, you cannot really see them that clear when you are playing. They became a little darker with the lacquer, and you cannot see them very well. Next time I will just go with another aluminum rod, a very small aluminum rod to put in here, and be done with that. Now, the fretwork is my best so far. I can put the string very low. The zero fret is very convenient. Other than that, the only other thing that I did were the knobs. Came out good. For the future, I need to be better. I want to experiment with the round shape, but this type of shape worked really good. I'm actually pretty happy. This base is a little heavier than expected. Maybe next time I will work with a semi-hollow one. I'm very surprised for the balance. This base is actually very well balanced. So yeah, overall the entire build came out really good. The lacquer is not perfect, I'm afraid, but I already said that to put the lacquer and to have a very gloss type of finish, you will need the best sanding job that you can do. Period. I still need to buy the orbital sander for my future. You can do that by hand. You will have to spend weeks. There's nothing else to say about that. You just have to spend weeks. The Millimine lacquer, I love it. I really love this type of finish. I will use it more for my next build. It stinks a little, but it's easy to make, and as long as you put a very thick layer, sanding is not a problem. I learned from my mistake, and I will do more of this. The lights slightly changed because I had to redo this part because my camera ran out of battery. Anyway, and I don't have the base. Anyway, this build, like I was saying, was a little of a push for me. It was way out of my comfort zone and what I was capable. This is actually make me grow a lot. I learned how to sew better. I learned how to plane, and I learned how bad this cheap lane is. I know that I need better tool for the future. I plan to buy some other tool and to expand my collection here because I really do need some more tool. But you know, I learned a lot. From sharpening to saw to plane, I own a lot more than when I started. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the end result, and I'm happy how the series turned out. I'm happy that the channel grew a lot. We almost doubled from the beginning. There are double the subscriber from the beginning, so I'm really happy with this result, and I cannot wait to do the next build. Now, the GGBO started like today, in the day that I record this. They launched the competition. I will participate. I will talk about a little more in the future, but before the 1st of April I cannot put a video of the build. But I have a couple of things that I want to show, and I have a couple of things that I have to do on the workshop, and other than that I think that, yeah, I will start with another project for another guitar on the 1st of April, probably, maybe a little later, but on April there will be my entry for we will start with my entry with the Great Guitar Build Off. That will probably stay with us for under 3 or 4 months. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait to do more video, to show you, to create more, to build more, and I can't wait to see more build. I know, guys, that a lot of you are luthier. Maybe some of you are inexperienced luthier. I can't wait. If you have a channel, by the way, if you have a channel and you are going to do, you are going to participate to the Great Guitar Build Off, please give me a comments, because I'm really curious to see what you are going to do. I will subscribe to your channel and I can't wait to see more. I think that I will take now a week to rest and to edit some things. I will see you in 2 weeks for my next video. Can't wait for the GGBO, and yeah, I'm off. Bye.